You may have mastered every single technique known to mankind in the tattoo industry, but if you've not got the right mindset, you are never going to make it to a masses of success within this industry. I actually started tattooing in my shed. I did it totally wrong, but I've grown my business from tattooing in a shed, just odd person, to one of the most successful tattoo business worldwide. I've taught over 100,000 people. I've had people from around the world flying just for my work, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not even the best tattooist. I'd say I'm a good average, but my business has become so successful. And there's been a few pivotal moments within my career that I want to share with you, because there's been a lot of mentality lessons that I've had to learn along the way. A lot of highs, but with any business, there's also a lot of lows. So hopefully by the end of this video, you won't have to go through some of the heartaches that I did, because here's 6 things that you need to hear as an aspiring tattooist. So the first thing that I want to quickly address is, listen, this is an amazing industry to be in. If you're just learning out and you've seen the hate, or you're in any of these Facebook groups and you think, God, this is just putting me off, or you've been for multiple tattoo shops and thought they're arrogant, they've turned me down for an apprenticeship and the way that they spoke to me, don't judge the industry off these topics alone, because I've been in it for over 16 years. It is amazing, and the highs definitely outweigh the lows. So I know it's sometimes got a bad reputation in some aspects, but don't let that put you off. This is an amazing space to be in. And remember, listen, it's one of the only ways that you can actually make good money from artistic ability whilst you're breathing anyway. Number 2, if you can tattoo and you're already a tattooist, listen, I'd highly recommend choose your niche. Don't just be a generalist that does any tattoo on anybody in any location just because you're desperate for customers and money. Choose a niche and watch your business grow. Number 3, listen, you need to be marketing and posting your work, all right? People need to be aware of what you actually do and the style that you do. If people are not aware of it, how on earth are you expecting them to come and book in? Marketing is probably, if not, one of the most important things about having a successful tattoo business. Marketing alone is the one thing that's going to be responsible for you being able to tattoo for the rest of your life. The moment you've got no customers because you've not marketed, you can't afford to run your house, you can't afford to keep your shop. Tattooing is gonna have to stop because you've got no customers, because you've not been marketing. And the key thing, if you can take anything from this video, please listen to this bit and take this away with you. You don't just market when you've got no customers. You've kind of missed the point and it's too late. You have always got to market. And even when business is booming, and I learned this the hard way, you keep marketing, all right? It never stops. Use the success to continue to grow. Just keep marketing. Whether you're making it, whether you're struggling, marketing is usually the answer. Number 4, and this is more of a serious one, I'll be honest. You've got to be patient in every single meaning of word. Patient when it comes to not rushing, as in running before you can walk, in the level of tattoos that you do if you're just starting out. Don't be trying to do fancy stuff instantly. It's just gonna hurt your career. Don't be rushing and being impatient when it comes to your marketing. Listen, you don't get the results straight away. Your marketing today means that you're gonna be booked up in 3 months' time. It's not, right, I've put an ad out, I'm gonna get a shitload of customers tomorrow. That's not how life works. You've got to put the time and effort into things to get the reward later on. And this is true for everything. Think about it. Anybody with a really good physique, don't just go to the gym once and then next day wake up with this amazing body. You've got to be patient. You've got to be prepared to put the work in for no results to get the results later on. Patience is one of the biggest things that you need to start applying to yourself or trying to develop. Number 5, and this is something that I think nobody really even associates with tattoo industry or completely forgets about. In a lot of businesses, not just the tattoo industry, developing people skills. We sat with an individual. We've got to learn to communicate that person. I spent years, it actually become a bit of an obsession. I started studying NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. Started studying psychology for whatever reason. I wanted to understand how people's minds work. How do I communicate? How do I get a message across to somebody? How can I start a conversation? How can I listen to that person? How can I make them feel good as soon as they walk through the door? People skills is possibly one of the biggest influencers on success. And you only have to think about it. If you read the Carnegie books, How to Win Friends and Influence People, that's one of the biggest known business success books in the world. It's about communication, how to win friends and influence people, communication skills. How do we make somebody feel? What does somebody say when they leave the room about us? How did we make that person feel? And honestly, Once you get used to speaking to somebody in a very particular way, I guarantee, this is a promise, if you work on how you communicate, people will not be leaving the shop without booking back in. If they do leave the shop, they'll be back as soon as they've got the funds to book back in. They become a friend. They don't want to go other places because they're loyal to you. Not because you've lied to them or been deceitful. You might have just simply listened to what they've got to say and genuinely shown interest in that person. The amount of lifelong friends that I've created that I never knew, and yet after doing a few tattoos on them, I know everything about them because I've listened. Communication skills, so important. The final one, repeat customers. You need to put a massive focus on this. And I want to tell you something, this is true story. I shut my books, my diary was not open for any new customers, and I did that for 2 years. I was tattooing 6 days a week, morning till night. I didn't allow new customers because I had so many. I just wanted to finish everybody's tattoo. So I would only allow people to book in with me if I'd already started a tattoo on them. Just repeat customers. And if you do it right, imagine you might not have that many customers, but if every customer you've got is coming in again and again and again, we don't actually need that many customers to fill us diaries for years. We just need the right customers and for those people to be coming in again and again. So not all is focused when it comes to marketing, and I emphasize this massively on my business and marketing courses. Marketing is not just aimed at getting new customers, it's also nurturing the customers that we've got, getting them to come back in, feeding them right information, giving them the right discounts or vouchers at the right time. We don't need more people, we need the current people to just be constantly coming in. So let's just run over things super quick. Number one, you've got to start being positive. Number two, you need to choose a niche. It is so important. Number three, you've got to be constantly marketing and posting. Make people aware that you're doing what you're doing and that you're amazing at it. Number four, it's time that we got a bit of patience. It's gonna alleviate stress for one. Let's not rush the process and let's just be patient in every meaning of the word. Number five, I even said that slow because I'm patient. It really, really helps to have people skills. It's going to create that rapport. It's going to make the sittings go better. It's going to make the customer's experience loads better. Learn people skills. There's loads of courses out there just on that one topic. People skills kind of relates to this and they work hand in hand. Repeat customers. Is your marketing in place to get them people to come back in? Is the post that you're putting on social media putting back in? Do you run your business in a certain way that encourages people to come back in and shows that they're priority because they're one of your customers? There's loads of things that we can be doing. Listen, if you enjoyed this video or you think that any of the tips are going to help you, let me know in comments. But more importantly, I'm not one of them that says make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. Just go watch the rest of the videos. Even if you're not liking them and commenting them, I just want you to take the information and use it to your good and grow as a business and grow as an artist. If you're struggling with fundamentals, listen, whether you're just getting into tattooing or we've got people on course that's been in game for years, don't matter what level you're at or where you're at or how long you've been doing it, go check out in the description, there's a link to fundamentals course. It's $27, it's 39 lessons, it's fucking jam-packed of information. It'll take you from never holding the machine to doing some pretty cool designs, to be fair. So I'll see you in there. Don't forget, we've got loads of stuff on the channel. Make sure you go check it out. As always, give it a thumbs up and I'm going to give you mine. If you've been on channel a few times, you know what's coming. I'll see you in the next one.